I wasn't supposed to see the email. It came in on a Tuesday morning at exactly 7:42 a.m., the kind of morning where nothing feels wrong yet. No alarms, no warnings, no gut feeling, just coffee brewing and my laptop humming quietly on the kitchen table. The subject line caught my eye instantly. Next steps after termination, confidential. At first, I assumed it was spam or something meant for HR. Then I saw my name, not as the sender, not as the recipient, but buried deep inside the email thread, like a problem that needed solving. That's when my chest tightened, because when your name appears in an email you were never meant to read, it's never good news. Let me take you back. My name is Daniel Carter. I was 34 years old, living in Chicago, working for a logistics company called Northbridge Solutions. Mid-sized, corporate. The kind of place that says, "We're a family," in interviews. I wasn't ambitious in the flashy way. I didn't chase titles. I chased stability, a steady paycheck, health insurance, a future that didn't keep me awake at night. And for a while, I thought I had it. I worked as a senior operations analyst, which basically meant this: when systems failed, they called me. When numbers didn't match, they called me. When reports didn't make sense, they called me. I fixed problems quietly. No credit, no drama. And at first, that made me valuable. Too valuable. There were 3 people I trusted the most. Mark Reynolds, my manager, mid-40s, confident, always laughing a little too loud in meetings, the kind of boss who shakes your hand while checking his phone. Emily Hart, HR partner, soft voice, always smiling. She'd say things like, "I'm here for you, Daniel. HR is about people." I believed her. Kevin Brooks, co-worker, late 20s, always asking questions. "Hey man, how did you structure that report? Can you show me how you pulled those numbers?" I thought I was mentoring him. I was training my replacement. Things didn't change overnight. That's the scariest part. They shifted. Meetings moved without notice. Decisions made without me. I'd walk into conference rooms where conversations stopped mid-sentence. And then came the compliments. Too many of them. "You're irreplaceable. We don't know what we'd do without you." Corporate praise is dangerous because it usually means one thing: they're planning something. Back to that Tuesday morning, I clicked the email. My heart started pounding before I even finished the first paragraph. It was an internal HR thread. Emily to Mark, Mark to legal, and right there in black and white, "Daniel documents everything. This creates unnecessary risk. If we move carefully, termination can be justified within 30 days. I felt sick. They weren't firing me for performance. They were firing me because I was careful, because I kept records, because I could protect myself. Things didn't change overnight. That's the scariest part. They shifted. Meetings moved without notice. I sat there staring at the screen, coffee cold, hands shaking. Everything suddenly made sense. Kevin asking questions, Mark pulling back, Emily watching quietly. This wasn't a mistake. It was a plan, and I had accidentally walked into the control room. I had options. I could confront them. I could panic. I could quit. But quitting would make it easy for them, so I did the opposite. I stayed silent. I smiled in meetings. I answered emails like nothing had changed. And behind the scenes, I started preparing, because if they were setting a trap, I needed to see it close. That same afternoon, Mark called me into his office. He shut the door, sat back, folded his hands, and said, "Daniel, HR has raised some concerns about your attitude." My heart was racing, but my face didn't move, because at that moment, I had already seen the ending. As I walked back to my desk, one thought kept repeating in my head: they think I'm trapped. They have no idea I just became dangerous. And that's where everything truly began. They thought they were ending my career. What they didn't know was that they had just given me time. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because in part 2, you'll see how I let them build their own downfall, step by step.